Thanks for the PayPal donation, Jimmy Redcab.
What's happening, people? I'm back in the kitchen again, and today I've got something that you guys have been asking for me to review. This brand for probably since I started. I usually only see this brand in Sainsbury's, and it's bloody expensive. Now, I know that you guys have been telling me off in the comments of the Waitrose videos recently, saying you get what you pay for. It's higher quality because that's why it's higher price. This brand is everywhere, in all the supermarkets, and it's expensive everywhere. So, you've seen the thumbnail and the title. It's my first ever try of a CHARLIE BIGHAM'S product. And we're going to go with steak and ale pie. Now, initially, when I made the fish and chips yesterday, I did have the second portion of chips left. But Mrs. Dino scranned it, so I didn't bother with this yesterday evening for my tea. So we're having it today for my lunch. So this video is going to come out on the same day. And it does say served in a ceramic dish on the side there. So that's probably, it's got some weight on this box here. Steak and ale pie, it says. Tender British steak, slow cooked with smooth ale and a shake of Worcestershire sauce, topped with light flaky puff pastry. Does that mean it's the ceramic dish? It's not going to be actually encased. I'm not really a big fan of that. If it's just got a puff pastry top and then it's just in the ceramic dish. The only plus side to that is I'll be able to use the ceramic dish again, I would imagine. Anyway, it does say keep flat and in the fridge. And it oven cooks in 30 minutes. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm actually going to take it out before we look at the box. It does have a little tab system here, but... So... It's very nicely packaged, but are we paying for the packaging? Look at that. So, you can just pull it out. Yeah. So this is it. I take it, you've got to take that off, right, surely. Let me just have a quick scan before I start dismantling it. Yeah. So we can have a look at it. So you just take this off with a string. A little string there, and then that's, you got a little bit of paper on it, and that's it. So it does look like a proper homemade pie, but you can already see that it's not encased. For me, that's not the best way. I don't like it. I prefer it actually to have a, what's the outside pastry called? Short crust pastry. I prefer a short crust pastry side and bottom. This one is just going to be basically, it's like a bowl of pie. Bowl of steak and ale with a puff pastry top. Not my favourite kind of pie. What do you think? I'm actually going to get that straight in the oven. 30 minutes. Brush the pastry with milk. So I've got to brush it with milk as well. So that don't come with it done for you. So you've got to do some work. I might as well have made it myself. Right, I'll brush this for milk or egg wash. I'm going to do milk. I'll put it in the oven and we'll have a look at this box. Okay, so this is the box. Like I said, it's very well packaged. It's a good quality box and it's got good quality like internal packaging, like this piece of paper that's over the pie. So everything is high quality, but I haven't told you the price yet. Served in a ceramic dish. These are the ingredients. 31% British beef, 11% ale. So 42% is like the internal ingredients. It says, there's a star there and it says sodium nitrite, and then it says don't worry, this is a part of the traditional curing method of bacon. But I'm sure someone commented on my sausage video the other day and said that these nitrites and nitrates and whatever you say it are bad. And I can see there it says secret ingredient obsession. So wheat, barley, celery are your allergens, and it does say for allergens, including cereals containing gluten. See ingredients in bold. May contain peanuts, nuts, and sesame. So you can freeze this. It says, if freezing, do so before use by date and eat within 1 month. And defrost thoroughly before cooking. This is actually fresh. I've not frozen this. 300 grams. And that is the nutritional information in more detail there. So per pie, you've got 31.7 grams of protein, 48.9 grams of carbohydrates, and 39.3 grams of fat. 18.9 grams of which is saturated, and 2.27 grams of salt, 2.5 grams of fibre, 8 grams of sugar. What do you guys think to that? Anything else on here? That's just the cooking instructions. It says, please do not grill. This recipe includes some raw ingredients and isn't suitable for microwaving. If frozen, defrost thoroughly before cooking. So we've got to cook this for 30 minutes, which I have done. I've put it in the mini oven, and then you've got to leave it to stand for 4 minutes before serving in its dish. And it says, be careful, the dish will be hot. Make sure it's piping hot. And that must be Charlie himself there, and it says, and I quote, over 25 years ago I started hand preparing delicious recipes in small batches the way you would at home. We've never cut corners or compromised on quality and never will. I'm always looking for ways to make everything we do even better. So if you have any ideas, I'd love to hear what you think at hello@bighams.com. So that's what it says there. 30% less cardboard. Pie dish is reusable. And everything else is recyclable. And if you scan that QR code, you might win prizes. Go on, I won't scan it. I'll let you guys scan it. Let me know in the comments if anyone scanned that and won out. I would imagine it's a bit of a generic, everyone's going to get a £1 off voucher or something. But there we go. Let's talk about how much this thing was. Okay, so the price of this on its own is £6, and that's the same in Waitrose, Ocado. I've not actually seen these in Sainsbury's or any other supermarket, so I don't know if these are just limited to there. Normally what you see in the Sainsbury's and things are like the fish pies, the tikka masalas and that sort of thing. But yeah, this in a ceramic dish was £6. Now they do a normal one, like a normal pie, not in a ceramic dish, for £5. But actually this ceramic pie dish was on an offer. You can get 2, I think it's just a Charlie Bigham's offer, 2 for 11 quid. So actually £5.50. So I only paid 50 pence extra for the ceramic dish. Now did I lose the short crust pastry? Would the other one have had the short crust pastry? I would imagine so. So maybe I made the mistake knowing that I prefer that sort of thing. But what I did see is stuff like this on eBay. The ceramic dishes are going for like 10 to 20 quid. So maybe I've got an absolute bargain. We'll see. If I bother listing it on eBay or selling it or anything, we'll see. I might just reuse it. You never know, I might even make a homemade pie. Not something I've ever done before, but if that's something that you're interested in, let me know in the comments. And we'll judge this on being £6 a pie. Now, although I do think that that's quite expensive for a pie, it has got some proper decent weight on it, and obviously it's a good steak and ale pie. I have paid £6 for a pie in a football stadium and they're rubbish, and they're just like Holland's pies. So swings and roundabouts, but 6 quid. What do you guys think? Have you had this before? Does Charlie Bigham do any other flavour pies? Anything else you recommend? I wish I'd have added some little mushrooms in there. Steak, ale and mushroom. That would have been nice. Anyway, we'll give it a go. 15 minutes and this will be done. And we'll take a look at it after it's sat for 4 minutes, because I don't want to burn myself.
Okay, so that is just about done. We'll obviously dig into it, but I've got to let it sit for 4 minutes. Looks promising though, I'll be honest.
Okay, let's dig into this pie then. Crispy puff pastry.
The only issue I have with it is how do you eat it with that as a pie? You can't cut it open, you've just got to break the top off. I mean, we're going to have to try it separately, aren't we? Because the top just comes off. And then what we've got in here, well, I'll tell you what, it's very, very nicely filled. Look at that. Wow. Right. Let's have a taste of this. Look at that gravy. Look at these pieces of beef, carrots. Ooh. Wow. Okay. Let's have a taste. Okay, so it's all important taste time. Now, you just saw it there. Inside this ceramic pot, there is big chunks of beef. Soft, succulent. It's like like falling away under the fork. A nice thick gravy. You got bits of carrots, celery in there, onion. Looks pretty good, but we're going to start with the puff pastry because you can't get to the pie without getting to the pastry. So look at that. This is the puff pastry there. So it's very, very flaky. Yeah, it's nice, soft, but has that slight flakiness, crunch. It's puff pastry. It's not my favourite type of pastry, but on top of a pie, it's generally what you get. I prefer the side short crust pastry, which we don't obviously get on this one. We've got this ceramic tin. Let's get into what's in the pie though. So it's absolutely jam-packed with big bits of beef. Look at that. It did say on the ingredients 31% beef. Looks like a lot more. Ooh. That is tasty beef. And let me tell you, the gravy is very, very rich. Let's get a bit of this gravy. That is so, that gravy. You can really taste that ale in there. Yeah. It's got like, it's so rich. You can tell this is what I would call an expensive pie. A quality pie. You know what? If this had the short crust pastry around the sides, I'd be buying it every week. It is delicious. The beef, the pastry, the gravy. Wow. That's a spectacular pie. And it's even going to be more spectacular if I can sell that ceramic dish on eBay and make a profit. That'd be incredible, wouldn't it? Overall marks, is it the best pie I've ever had? I'm going to say no, but only because I love the short crust pastry. So in my opinion, it's not the best pie I've ever had. It's a very, very good pie. There is a pie maker local to me here called Dice Pies, and obviously it's all homemade, proper homemade. Not, I mean, this does look like homemade, but obviously it has to be packaged and things like that and sent out to supermarkets and things. So it's got to have some sort of preservatives in there. I'm not familiar with ingredients, me, so it does say preservative, sodium nitrite or antioxidants and all that sort of thing. So it's definitely not 100% homemade because they've got to preserve it, haven't they, to package it and to send it to supermarkets. So for me, it's not the best pie I've ever had, but it's up there. It is absolutely delicious, and I am looking forward to the other Charlie Bigham's thing I've got, albeit it's very, very small and it's the same price as this. But we're going to give it a go, so if you don't want to miss that, make sure you subscribe to the channel. We're coming up to 16,000 subscribers now, only I think 300 off, so thank you to everyone who has subscribed to the channel. And yeah, I'll give it a 9 out of 10. It's a solid pie. What do you guys think? Let me know anything else, Charlie Bigham's, that you want me to try. I'll have to dig out the Federal Reserves and try some more stuff if you like it. Thanks for watching. Hope you all have a great day. And I'll see you tomorrow for another review in the kitchen, because it's always peeing down. Bye-bye.
What's happening, people? Back in the kitchen again. Hope you're all fantastic. Would be special.